Today we will discuss habitats and distribution of algae. Algae is a large and diverse group of photosynthetic organisms. The term algae was first introduced by Linnaeus in 1753. In 1789, A.L.D. Jussieu classified the plants and delimited the algae from rest of the plant world to its present status. Algae are autotrophic. Autotrophic means can produce its own food from simple inorganic materials like carbon dioxide, water, and mineral salts using sunlight. Mostly, algae are aquatic and a few are terrestrial. Aquatic means present in water, terrestrial means present on the land. Now, plant body ranges from unicellular to multicellular structures with no vasculature. Vasculature means vascular tissues like xylem and phloem. Vascular tissues of a plant is a complete network of tissues that transport water, minerals, and nutrition, etc. So algae do not have vascular tissues, right? So plant body of algae is referred to as thallophytes, means thallus-like, because no true roots, stem, and leaves are present. There can be a single cell as small as 1 micrometer to large seaweeds, which can grow up to more than 60 meter. The branch of botany dealing with the study of algae is known as algology or phycology, and a person or scientist who studies algae is called phycologist, right? Habitats and distribution of algae. Algae are a group of ubiquitous organisms which are present in diverse habitats such as water, land. They also grow as in epiphytes, anthophytes, and as well as in extreme conditions. Algae grow in great abundance in oceans, seas, ponds, freshwater, streams, and salt lake. Many are found in soil of dam, rocks, stones, and bark of trees, and also on other animals and plant surface. Small aquatic forms make large of the free-floating microscopic life in water called planktons. Some species of algae grow on snow and ice of polar region and mountain peaks. Some algae grow in hot springs at temperature as high as 55 degrees Celsius. First, we'll start with the aquatic algae. Aquatic means present in water. Predominantly, the algae are aquatic and are found in fresh water, growing in ponds, pools, lakes, rivers, tanks, etc. Then in brackish water, as well as in marine water. So different types of aquatic algae are like planktonic, benthic algae, then neustonic algae, supralittoral, sublittoral, and littoral algae, right? So first is planktonic algae. Planktonic algae float freely on the surface of water and can be further differentiated into euplanktons and phytoplanktons, right? So planktonic algae float freely on the surface of water. I can see here, this is a water body, and this is the planktonic algae. It means green in color, right? Means phytoplankton bloom often turn the water green. You can see here, green colored water indicates the presence of phytoplankton, right? So phytoplanktons further can be differentiated into two types, euplanktons and phytoplanktons. Euplanktons are true planktons. True plankton means which are free floating from the beginning and never get attached to the substratum, right? Examples of euplanktons are volvox. You can see here, this is volvox. This is volvox colony because volvox forms spherical colonies of up to 50,000 cells, right? So this is volvox colony. Second example, chlamydomonas, right? Then second type is Tychoplanktons. Tychoplanktons initially are attached to the substratum, but later they detach and become free floating. Examples are Oedogonium, this is Oedogonium, and Cladophora. Second is benthic algae. Benthic algae are attached to the bottom of shallow pools. Mostly they are filamentous or colonial forms and may be unicellular. The benthic algae may further be classified as epizoic, epilithic, epipellic, and epiphytic, right? So first is epizoic algae. Epizoic algae growing on animal body surface. Example, Cladophora. You can see here this is Cladophora. And Cladophora grows on snails, right? Second is epilithic algae. Epilithic algae attached to stones or rocks. For example, Eulothrix species are Batrachospermum. This is Batrachospermum, right? Next type is epipellic algae. Epipellic algae attached to sand or mud. Examples, Oedogonium. This is Oedogonium, right? Another example Clostridium species, then Cosmedium species. Fourth type of benthic algae is epiphytic algae. Epiphytic, growing on surface of plants. And examples are Wucheria. This is Wucheria, right? Another example, Eulothrix species. Next type is Nostronic algae. Nostronic algae grow at air-water interface. And examples of Nostronic algae is Botrydiopsis. This is Botrydiopsis, right? Next type is supralittoral algae. Supralittoral algae grow above the water level, right? And are found growing on the rocky shore, where they are just dampened only by the splashes of high spring tide waves. And examples are Eulothrix. This is. Next is sublittoral or infralittoral algae. Infralittoral algae grow below the water level, right? And some common examples of this infralittoral algae like Oscillatoria, right? So Oscillatoria grows in brackish water. Last is littoral algae. Littoral algae grow in areas where there is periodic exposure of tides and is a junction between land and sea. And common examples of littoral algae is Dictata. This is Dictata, right? Another example is Gracilaria, then Polysiphonia, Fucus, etc. Second type of algae after aquatic algae is aerophytes. Aerophytes means this type of algae growing on the surface of leaves, bark, moist walls, flower pots, rocks, fencing wires, and are grouped as aerophytes, present in air, right? So examples like Crugococcus. You can see here this is Crugococcus. Then another example is Trantifolia. Here Trantifolia are growing on the bark of tree, right? This is stem of the tree and these are patches are Trantifolia algae. Then Cyanoderma growing on the rocks, right? And similarly another example is Pleurococcus. Third type is Cryophytic algae. Cryophytic algae grow in permanent or semi-permanent snow-capped mountain and polar regions of the world. Examples, Chlamydomonas, nostoc, etc. Right? Fourth type is endozoic algae. Endozoic algae growing inside the body of vertebrates or aquatic animals called endozoic algae. For example, Euchlorella grows in the body of hydra right? Another next type of algae is epizoic algae. Epizoic algae grow on the surface of other aquatic animals. Example, Oscillatoria, Protoderma, right? Then epiphytic algae. Epiphytic algae grow on other aquatic plants and not host specific. For example, algae host like Coleochaete, Cara, Nightella, right? Next type is halophytic algae. Halophytic algae grow in waters with very high salinity, maybe up to 70 to 80 ppt, right? An example of halophytic algae is Chlamydomonas species, then Oscillatoria eulothrix species, right? Next type of algae is parasitic algae, right? Members of parasitic algae are known to live as parasite or semi-parasite on other algae as well as higher plants where they cause severe damage or diseases. For example, Cephalurus belong to family Chlorophyceae, grows on tea plants and cause red rust of tea disease. Next type of algae is symbiotic algae. Members of cyanophycine algae grow in association with several other plants, such as nostoc grows in association with anthoceros, right? So symbiosis means symbiosis means a close or prolonged association between two or more different biological species. Symbiotic is mutualistic, where both the organisms involved benefit from the interaction. But it can be parasitic, where one organism benefits while the other is harmed, right? Next type of algae is terrestrial algae. Terrestrial algae growing on soil, logs, rocks, etc. are grouped under terrestrial algae. Examples are Vichuria, Batridium, then Frishella, Udocladium, right? Last is thermophytic algae. Thermophytic algae grow in hot springs where the temperature may go beyond 85 degrees Celsius. Almost all thermophytic algae are known from Cyanophyces family, right? And examples are Cynidium, then this is acidic, this Cynidium algae grows in acidic hot spring, right? So this is all about algae, habitat and distribution. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please make sure to subscribe for more. Thank you.